That is one heck of a. Right there. Okay. Let's go here. All right. Well, that's retarded. Anyway, guys. So today I am deciding that we are going to be doing. I didn't fix it. All right, give me a sec. I'm trying to fix my screen share. All right, we're just gonna go with window there. All right, I know what to do to fix this, so just give me a moment. We're gonna be screen sharing it per article. All right, so first thing first, we're gonna talk about the MD-11 UPS crash. All right, for those of you who don't know, the MD-11 is McDonnell Douglas Airlines, which was purchased by Boeing in 1991. Now, the McDonnell Douglas Airlines, and go watch the Mayday series and look up the stats on them, but they don't have the greatest of safety records. Okay. Here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look up something real fast. McDonnell Douglas safety record. Now, here, I'm going to share the screen for you all to read this, but here we go. All right, the McDonnell Douglas has a mixed safety record, heavily influenced by the poor safety record of DC-10, the predecessor to the MD-11. Now, that stuff are a design flaw with its cargo doors that led to several catastrophic incidences. They got several episodes of on Mayday, the TV series. But here's a few. The DC-10 early safety record was poor due to the cargo door latch that could open in flight and cause explosive decompression. This included the 1974 Turkish Airlines Flight 911 and the 1979 American Airlines Flight 191. They repaired them in 79. Obviously, they still have a horrible record. And then the successor to the DC-10, the MD-11. Well, there's a reason why they're no longer used. Other than, for commercial passenger flights. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share a couple of the videos of the crash. And tell me, do you think anyone survived these crashes? This is a dash cam of it. Look at this. Just look. Just look. Watch the cockpit, right? Survived that. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Anyone survived that. Not a confirmed missing still, but all I gotta say is, wow. Now here's another video of it. Where is it? Here we go. I'm gonna be honest, those are some really bad videos right there. Now, let me pause this video real quick because we're gonna go ahead and share the CNN video of it. Where is it? Here we go. We're not going to share it. We're just going to do this. And we're going to listen to it.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, I'm Todd Inman. I'm a board member with the National Transportation Safety Board. I'm here to represent and will be briefing you on the NTSB GO team that arrived in Louisville, Kentucky early this morning. Now we're just beginning our investigation into an airplane crash that occurred at approximately 5:15 last night at the Louisville airport. The NTSB is an independent federal agency that is tasked by Congress to investigate every civil aviation accident that occurs in the United States, along with significant railroad, pipeline, rail, and highway events. We also issue safety recommendations aimed at preventing future losses. Now, before I go any further, on behalf of the entire NTSB, I want to just express our sincere condolences to those who were not only affected by losing family members in this accident, but those that were also injured and those that are still missing. It is a tough day for Louisville, for Kentucky. It's a tough day as being a Kentuckian myself. And I know what a great community this is, how impactful those people that suffered and have died are, and we've seen it all day. We know it is tearing at the community, and we're deeply sorry. And we are here to try to find out not only what happened, but why it happened, and more importantly, how do we prevent it from happening again. So here is some factual information we have at this time. And I'm going to read a few notes to make sure we have it exact. The airplane involved was a McDonnell Douglas II, which was then altered to be an MD-11F. The F stands for freighter. It is now handled by the Boeing Corporation. So whenever you hear that Boeing is a party, it is because of the merger with McDonnell Douglas many years ago. The plane was manufactured in 1991 with a tail number of November 259 UP. The plane was traveling from Louisville, Kentucky to Honolulu, Hawaii. There were 3 souls on board the plane. After being cleared for takeoff, a large plume of fire in the area of the left wing occurred during the takeoff roll. The plane lifted off and gained enough altitude to clear the fence at the end of runway 17R. Shortly after clearing that fence, it made impact with structures and the terrain off of the airport property. A post-impact fire ensued, which covers approximately almost a half of a mile. And we have viewed airport CCTV security coverage, which shows the left engine detaching from the wing during the takeoff roll. This and other videos, along with evidence we are finding, are a very valuable asset to our investigators in helping us hone further which areas we were going to be focusing on as we move into further days of the investigation. Now, let me tell you a little bit about our process at the NTSB. What we will do is analyze the facts, determine the probable cause of this accident, and then issue a report on those recommendations. Now, the investigator in charge of this is with me here. It's Chi-Hoon Shin, who has been with the NTSB for 13 years. He is one of our more senior investigators, and in fact was leading one of the groups during the DCA crash. He has a number of other individuals with them. We have approximately 28 from our headquarters and other locations that are either on the ground or will be here before the end of the day. They're also being supported by dozens of individuals at our headquarters in Washington, D.C. and other field offices. As part of this investigation, we will be forming specific groups. And when we form a group, it will be a focus area led by an NTSB individual along with subject matter experts that are in that field that can provide expertise to help analyze the evidence. Our current groups that are being formed are operations. They will review the history of the accident flight and the crew members' duties for as many days before the crash that appear relevant. Our structures group will document the airframe wreckage, the accident scene, including the calculation of the impact angles to help determine the plane's pre-impact course and altitude. We also have a power plants group. They will work on the examination of the engines and engine accessories.
All right, so I'm not even going to waste my time with the full 21 minutes of that. You guys can go ahead and find it yourselves. But basically, it sounds like they're still looking into stuff. Obviously. Now, I didn't hear it, but maybe y'all did, but they did confirm that the left engine fell off during takeoff. They may have said it in that bit I showed, but I wasn't paying attention. That other stuff going on as y'all saw in the background. But McDonnell Douglas with Bowen. Does anyone else see a problem here? Please tell me you do, because McDonnell Douglas has a horrible safety rating, and well, mixed, but I'm gonna say it's horrible. And Bowen has been having a pretty shitty one lately too. In fact, there's jokes about Bowen. So, what's going on, guys? What the fuck's going on? Get your act together, guys. You're transporting hundreds of thousands of cargo and millions of people. Hundreds of thousands, millions of pounds of cargo and millions of people. I misspoke. All right, get your act together. Lives are in danger with you guys. Get it together, guys. All right, now next on to next topic. We're going to talk about legal immigration. Now I don't know if y'all know this, but there are several laws that gives president power over immigration, unprecedented power, and I'm going to discuss a couple of those laws with y'all. Now, before I do that, though, I do gotta give at least one word from my sponsor. Really? Are you kidding me right now? It's not letting me. All right, give me 1 second. I'm experiencing technical difficulties. I hate when I gotta go down this route, but la 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 la. Which one do I want? All right, so I'm a coffee drinker, guys. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do blackout coffee today. Now, you all know I don't start my day without two things, which y'all actually don't know that, but standing for what I believe in is one of them, obviously, and a nice strong cup of coffee. Now, I do love my coffee. So with that being stated, that's why I drink blackout coffee, 100% American company that's unapologetically patriotic, a pro-2A, Second Amendment, for those of you who don't know, and anti-woke, which God knows I'm both of those. They don't just roast incredible coffee. They stand for the values, the very values that this country is built on: God, family, and freedom. Every bag is roasted right here in Florida, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I am in Florida, and shipped straight to your door. No corporate garbage, no virtue signaling, just real coffee for real Americans. If you're like me and need to hit the ground running, try their Morning Reaper medium roast. It's bold, smooth, and kicks like a mule. Or if you're into something darker like Founding Fathers Dark, which I'm going to be honest, I'm personally a dark fan, grab their 1776 blend. It's rich, fearless, and roasted to perfection. Support a company that actually gives a damn about this country and go to blackoutcoffee.com/rumble and use code RUMBLE for 20% off your first order. Blackout Coffee. Wake up, stand up, never back down. Thank you, sir. Now on to the next part. Now, like I said, there are some laws about immigration. Now we're going to cover these before I get on to immigration statistics. All right. So, one such law is 8 USC Statute 1182F. All right. Now, let me get that up for you. Here it is. Now, I want you to keep track of the website. Is justice.gov, the Department of Justice. 1911, 8 USC 1325, unlawful entry, failure to depart, fleeing, immigration, checkpoints, marriage, fraud, commercial enterprise. All right, that's the wrong one. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and... Why did it give me... There it is. No. Give me a second. We're going to get to all those in a minute, but... There it is. There it is. Now, this is the AI one because I'm lazy. But under 8 USC Statute 1182F, the president can suspend the entry of aliens or class of aliens if they find it detrimental to the interests of the United States. Now, this obviously, like it says here, gives the president broad authority to restrict or ban immigration based on national interest, but this power has not been deemed absolute and has faced legal challenges. So obviously, people try to fight it. Now, this gives the president authority to spend from certain nations. Now, Obama did have a list. Every president has a list. And they hand it off to the next president. Obama had a list that had a lot of Muslim countries on it and handed it off to president. But Trump, when he took office. Now, courts have indicated that this authority is not limitless and can be used to override other provisions of immigration nationality acts. Obviously, it has different powers, different issues. But here's what the courts have indicated, that this authority is not limitless and cannot be used to override provisions of the Immigration Nationality Act. All right. Now, with that being stated, here, let me go ahead and pull this up. Oh, the Alien Enemy Act of 1798. Now, this is one of the founding document laws, okay? So, let's get down to it. Now, is a U.S. wartime law that allows the president to apprehend, restrain, secure, or remove citizens of a hostile nation during a declared war or invasion or predatory incursion. Now, with that being stated, it says down here that it was mostly to be used in World War I, World War II, and the Trump administration used it to help with the deportation of the Venezuelan criminal gang Tren de whatever. I'm not even going to bother trying to say that. And it has obviously sparked legal challenges. Now, here's the facts. He has declared war on all suspected cartels and gangs out of Central and South America. All right? And Congress hasn't denied his declaration. This, despite the fact that he doesn't need their permission to use the Marines, and I'm going to pull that up for you. All right. Here we go. No, the president does not always need permission to deploy the United States Marine Corps, as they have the inherent constitutional authority to deploy troops for specific purposes. Though this can be limited by law, such as the Posse Comitatus Act, the president can deploy active troops without a governor's request in extraordinary circumstances like rebellion or when a state and local authorities cannot enforce the law, primarily under the Insurrection Act. Now, with that being stated, that's exactly what Trump did in California, is doing all over the country. with that also being stated, the Marine Corps is the only branch of the United States military that answers to the president only, as it is given to it to him by law. Now, I really don't understand why we even have to debate that. But just be happy the Marines weren't sent to annihilate the resistance in California. All right. Now we're going to go back here, and which one is this one? Now we already know that the president has right over immigration under the fact it's the executive branch, and the people that do the arresting and deportation are the executive branch in this case. Nowhere on here does it state that they have to give them a trial to deport them. They can ask for the help to do so, but it's not required. So stop crying about that, guys. All right, next. We're going to look into the American laws of immigration. All right. American law for immigration criminalize unlawful entry or the re-entrant in the United States. The penalties include fines, imprisonment, and deportation. The first time illegal is often a misdemeanor, up to 6 months. A felony with penalties that can include up to 10 years in prison or longer, especially felony conviction and deportation. Yada, yada, yada. They can bar people from re-entering. Nowhere on here does it actually say that upon arrest they have to be taken to a judge. They can get legal counsel. They do have the right to it. And they do have the right to see an immigration judge. But if they're Homeland Security and Border Patrol determine that that's not required in that case, they can just skip it apparently. So that's under 1911 8 USC 1325 unlawful entry and departure, which I'm going to be sharing next. Alrighty. Here it is. Obviously, well, Section 1325 sets forth criminal offenses relating to 1, improper entry into the United States by aliens by an alien, 2, entry into marriage for the purpose of evading immigration laws, and 3, establishing a commercial enterprise for the purpose of evading immigration laws. Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Acts, the IIRIA. Amend 8 USC 1325 to provide that an alien apprehended while entering or attempting to enter shall to the United States at a time or place other than as designated by the immigration officer shall be subject to a civil penalty. So technically we're supposed to be finding the hell out of them and making money off of them before we send them away, when they're getting away without paying us. All right, now we're going to go on to something that is really pissing me off. The Charlie Kirk assassin. What's up with this? He's going to be allowed to wear regular clothes in court, and they're restricting news cameras for something that's so public and so international that is going to cause riots around the world if you don't let us see. Even Erica herself, Erica Kirk, is demanding cameras to be in there and for it to be transparent. What are they hiding? I'm going to tell you what they're hiding. They're hiding the fact that that George Soros, Alex Soros, and Schumer and Pelosi all paid Tyler Robinson to take out Kirk. Everyone's trying to blame Israel. All right, blame them all you want. George Soros is a confirmed Nazi according to his own words, and he just helped get a socialist democratic mayor into office. Now, National Socialist Workers Union or Workers' Party of Germany was a socialist democratic party in 1930s. They later became known as the Nazi Party. Are we really that stupid we can't figure this out? Alright, so now I'm going to share the video of it. Well, I'm going to share... Where is it? We're going to share Erica's words on it. Mind you, this is her words on the conspiracy. Alright, I clearly have to read this. When everything happened, my phone just became a black hole. I didn't turn it on for weeks. I needed to guard my heart and be there for my kids. Not for Turning Point. That's why she was silent for so long. Erica says, thank you for posting. Erica slams fake images and social media rumors. I mean, like, we already knew she was going to do that. She's a grieving widow in her early 30s. Alright, here we go. Here's something else. He didn't die in a car accident or from cancer. He was assassinated. And unlike past assassinations in this country, this one exists in a world where social media and AI. With social media and AI. Please think about what you post. What's shared online will impact his kids in the future. I just want my children to one day go online and see something that honors who he really was. Not the noise, not the lies. Some grace would be nice. And she's not lying. That would be nice. The man's dead. And died for doing what was right. They ain't lying on that one. Alright. We're going to get off of that real quick. And we're going to go ahead and check out what is going on with the case. Here we go. Alright, so the judge punts on news cameras in the Charlie courtroom murder case. It's not a murder case, it's a fucking assassination. A political act of terrorism. Tyler Robson will be allowed to wear street clothes, but judge orders photographers to keep his shackles out of frame. Fuck you. Fuck you. A Utah judge has barred news media from taking some video and photos of Charlie Kirk's accused killer, including any of his shackles, but wasn't ready on Monday to place any further limits on cases. All right, when is this? From... Alright. Obviously, we're suing over this. Erica's pissed about it. I mean, there's a video about her saying it. All right, so we're going to pull that one up, and I'm going to go ahead and share it with y'all. All right, here we go. Erica, the widow conservative activist Charlie Kirk, says she wishes to see cameras in the courtroom during the murder trial of the man charged. Get off my. See? Everyone has technical difficulties. Charged killing her husband at a Turning Point USA rally in Utah earlier this year. I mean, it's Utah. Hate to say it, but I don't trust Mormons as far as I can throw them, honestly. But, you know, whatever. Oh, come on. Come on. Why is there... Listen, I'm not even going to read her quote other than, we deserve to have cameras in there. All right. Honestly, I don't want to go through that article. It's a painful article. We're not going to do that. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and hear from another sponsor. And this one's going to be one from my friend. Now, my friend Henry Berner, he's the host of Henry's Chatterbox here on Rumble and Locals. All right. And he has a book. His book is called Skit Trivia. SKITRIVIA. And we just recently did a video of one of his skits. And it was just a rough one. They're going to get better. But if you go to YouTube and look for Henry Berner, or go to Locals and look for Henry Berner and Henry's Chatterbox, and that's Henry Berner spelled HENRYBERNER. And go ahead and look for an old man that looks like he's in his 70s. And go ahead and, decide to check out his page. And find the Skit Trivia under the playlist Skit Trivia. And go ahead and order his books for the holidays and turn them into your own drinking game at www.amazon.com/author/ Henry Berner. Remember that's Henry Berner spelled HENRYBERNER. All right, yeah, I'm going to share this with him, obviously, and let him see how ads should be done and how much fun they can be, all right? Because he's new at all this type of stuff. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to look up immigration crime rates. All right, first we're going to look at how many illegals are in America. Okay, according to Pew Research, as of 2023, there are 14 unauthorized immigrants in America, 14 million. That's a lot. All right, no, that needs to go down by far. The growth of unauthorized immigration has increased by 3.5 million between 2021 and 2023. No, that's not allowed, guys. That's kind of illegal. No, I will share this with y'all, and I'm not going to be mean about it. We're just going to go ahead and get it out there. Obviously, natural-born Americans show up more on crime rate because we don't get deported. So we're not worried. U.S. citizens are 2 times more likely to be arrested for violent crimes, 2.5 times more likely 2 for drug charges and over 4 times more likely for property crimes than our undocumented alien immigrants. That's because they try to stay out of trouble because they're afraid that when they do get caught, they're going to be even worse. All right, so I'm just going to put that out there. All right, now we are going to cover crimes confirmed to be done by illegals. One such example is of an officer killed, a Pinellas County Sheriff's deputy killed in Pinellas County at a construction site by an illegal Honduran who literally was not authorized to use a front loader and ran the cop over, killing him, and then took off running. And I know that one person because I used to live in Pinellas. Let's not forget about the dude that did the illegal U-turn and killed 3 people in Florida. Also, let's not forget the dude that did it, dude that was drunk and killed a bunch of people just recently. All illegals. It shouldn't have been here. It should not have been here. But we're going to go ahead and go to the Department of Homeland Security and start listing off names and the crimes that were committed against them. All right, so we're going to start off with 48-year-old Santiago Lopez Morales was shot and killed, and a woman was held at gunpoint and sexually assaulted during a motel crime spree by Oscar Aponte Jimenez, Jose Triviano Cruz, and Jesus Barron Guzman of Venezuela in Texas of 2025. 37-year-old Megan Boss was found decapitated and hidden in a bleach-filled storage container after being reported missing, allegedly by Luis Mendoza Gonzalez of Mexico in Illinois in 2025. 42-year-old Marie Peltiz and her 11-year-old daughter, Dayanara, were both killed in a car crash caused by Raul Luned Perez of Mexico in New Jersey in 2025. 15-year-old Luis Doscan Nanez Lopez was shot and killed while trying to protect his mother from attempted rape by Gerardo Amador Martinez of Mexico in Kentucky in 2025. I mean, this is just 2025, guys. 2018. All right. I can't read all those. I'm sorry. I can't read all those. That just pisses me off. But now on to how I'm going to be ending all my podcasts from this point on. Something that my ancestor, Charles Carroll O'Carrollton, helped bring into our power. The Declaration of Independence. I will be reading it every video. So, well, not every video, not my gaming ones, but every podcast. So we're going to go ahead and share that. And the Declaration of Independence in Congress, July 4th, 1776, the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among powers of the earth to separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that we should declare the cause which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that the government's long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience hath shewn that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpance, I can't even pronounce that word, pursuing invalidly the same object, evidences a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpance, all having in direct object to establishment of the absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. He has refused his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the good public. He has forbidden his governors to pass laws of immediate and present importance unless suspended in their operation till his assent should be obtained. When so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend them. He has refused to pass over laws for accommodation of large districts of people unless those people would relinquish their right of representation in the legislature at right inestimable to them. You know, we're not going to read all this. I'm kind of on a time rush today. But the most important part here is that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the rights of the people to alter or abolish it and institute a new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing it in such forms, organizes powers in such forms as to them shall seem the most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate the government's long establishment, yada, 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 yada. Let's get down to what that translates to. Okay. That translates to, let's see here. It is right here. To secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, to whomever, blah, 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 blah. Basically, literally tells you that the government's tyrannical, it is your patriotic right and responsibility to abolish and reform said branch of government. Okay, with that being stated, that is something about my ancestor, Charles Carroll of Carrollton, the signer and representative of the state of Maryland, and former U.S. Senator for the state of Maryland, born September 19, 1737 in Annapolis, Maryland, and died November 14, 1832, Baltimore, Maryland. All right. If you don't believe me that he signed it, where is it? Maryland. There you go. Charles Carroll of Carrollton. Right there. So, well, wait. I got to share that with you. If y'all don't believe me on that one, here we go. Charles Carroll of Carrollton. Right there. So, with that being stated, guys, I got to go. What the fuck is going on with America right now, guys? Talk to y'all later. Bye.